Hey guys, it's been a while since I've posted. This is at a bad angle. I'm wearing strange clothes because I got prom tonight and I didn't want to ruin my hair when taking my shirt off to put on my dress. So, as you can tell, some things have changed. Like behind me here, I have these four lovely men. We've got Iron Man, Ant-Man, and of course, Team Suit Captain America. I am, if you have not noticed, huge Marvel comic book fan. And over here we got my new Spider-Man Far From Home trailer poster that looks just like the Venom poster I got a while back. Still haven't seen Venom. Still looking forward to seeing Venom. It's gonna happen. Anywho, on the topic of comics and such, that's today's video. I don't really want to update you on the past few events because it's been Easter and other holidays and such. We're going to go through my comic book collection. So, I have this giant file folder full of my comics. I get them at conventions. Antique stores is where I got the majority of them. I trade them at a post at my local fair. They have a store a few towns over, and at the fair we trade. It's where I got some of my pop vinyls. It's where I got Thor and X-Men Deadpool and the Harley Quinn Batman. So I also got Loki for Christmas, which made me really happy. So now I have my Thor and Loki set next to my Kylo Ren and Stormtrooper set. Anyways, on to comics. I got some a few years back at an antique store that's now closed, and I got a giant stack of them for a decent price. A lot of these are the older comics, and I don't mean like old. I think the oldest I have is from the 70s, and it's a Guardians of the Galaxy one. So, fair warning, if you haven't noticed, I am a humongous fan of Spider-Man. I made this the other day. Huge Spider-Man fan. It's literally everywhere in my room. So a good chunk of these are going to be Spider-Man, which is okay. And I've organized them in the file folders. So first off, we have my Spider-Man 2099s. Got this lovely one right here. But I've only read these at least once or twice, some not even at all. A lot of them I keep in the nice fancy packaging if they come in it. I keep them in the protective case otherwise underneath my bed because I'm that much of a freak. This one, it's kind of got a little bit of tear at the top and is a little worn out. I think it's so cool. Can I find the year? Since 93. So nice. See, it's kind of worn out up here. We have that one. We have this one, which is harder to read. It's thicker. This one's like an actual... See if I can find this one. Back of this. It says Snoochies Boochies. Whatever the frick that means. The back is so weird. Yeah, I can't see a publication date other than November 1st, but I think the cover is pretty cool. The content is also pretty good. Oh my gosh, this guy's face. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love the art style and I love drawing and comic book art style too. Then we have, and this one's from 1992, still in the protective packaging. I don't plan on taking this one out quite yet. Haven't had the real initiative to read it yet because Spider-Man 2099 isn't really my favorite. It's pretty good. Then we have the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I got two of those. This one's got the protective cardboard back on it, so that makes me happy. These are relatively newer within the past couple of years. This was before the movies came out, though. I can give you that, because I finally saw the movie on the way to Disney on the bus ride. So good. I don't like modern music, but I have fallen in love with Sunflower. It's such a good song. Like, even the back is badass. Look at that. Oh, I love, these were so good. Like, this is like dark, sort of. But it's also got that like quirky little art style you see sometimes too, where they're in like their head thinking about things. The only ads in here are all Marvel ads too, or other Spider-Man ads. And I love it. This one is a good one. I enjoyed reading this. Because you got like a to be continued with, just look how neat. I should warn, if you haven't read any of these and you plan on reading them, spoilers. This one is like the origin thing where he meets Peter from the other universe. It's really good. Free purchase includes free digital copy. Cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh, these are. I do love Miles Morales. I plan on doing a Spider-Man sketch based off Miles. Next up, we have a thicker stack of Spider-Man. This is just like generic. Is this like Spider-Man only, or are these the Spider-Man crossover ones? These are the only Spider-Man. So, this one's from 96. It's got the Lizard. Lizard is one of my favorites because he kind of like gets a redemption, turns sort of good in the end. I like the Lizard. Oh my gosh. Do you remember when Nickelodeon had Sticky Stick? Or Stickly? Oh my gosh, I remember this. Gives some good. Captain Crunch berries. Good. I love the ads in the old ones too. Because it reminds you of like the time they came from. Good historical context. This one's also 96. This one's got Daredevil in it. This was a good one to read. I enjoyed all of this. Oh my gosh. They fought Hydra in that one. That one's great. This one's definitely older. Yeah, 91. I think this one's got vampires in it. Yeah, this is a part 2 of 2. This is like a... Oh, and it even gives a little like nod to Captain America being like... The comics being 50 years. 1941 to 1991. That's crazy. I believe this is also Black Suit Spider-Man. Yeah. And then there's an ad in here for a Spider-Man Punisher comic. Yeah, this one's got vampires in it. I buy a lot of stuff that includes vampires. I got a lot of 96s in here. This one looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Gotta admit. I might draw this cover sometime. Oh, there it is. Stickly again. I might draw this one because I like this one a lot. This one was a good one to read. Just good art style. Kind of cute. Oh, I love the story in it too. Good storyline. Here's an old one. When this comic was 60 cents. 82. And guess who it's got? Doc Ock. One of my favorites. Ooh, there's a note card in here about verbal irony. Interesting. That's my handwriting, so I know it's me. Yeah, this one's got the... Look at it. This one you gotta be careful with. Look at this. It's so cool, isn't it? Oh my gosh. This one was a good one to read because Doc Ock is one of my favorites. He's like... And the thing... Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse, Doc Ock is called Olivia. It's a girl and it has the same name as me. And it made me... I clapped on the bus. On the bus to Disney, I was like, yes! Everyone looked at me weird. It was a good movie, though. I was glad I watched it. 1990. It's nice. Oh, here's an ad about vampires on the back. What game is this? Oh, Ravenloft. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. That's literally what it says. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I love the ads in the older ones. The newer ones are all Marvel ads. But the older ones had different things for games or other comics, TV events. The art style in this one's pretty cool too. Like, here's a good view of some of the good artwork. I appreciate the artwork a lot of the times more than the dialogue or the story. But you gotta appreciate Spider-Man dialogue because, it's Spider-Man. He's gonna say a clever pun about webs or spiders. And every time I watch a Spider-Man movie and someone calls him a puny insect, it's an arachnid, makes me angry because I like to study bats and spiders because I find them both intriguing. Oh my gosh, this one's good. I loved this one. This one, 91, but it was more expensive than one from later on because it's bigger and it's got. Let me show you one of the pictures. This. It's a sideways. Oh, I love. This one is part 3 of 5 in. I love how they titled it, in the bottom corner. Wolverine, Wendigo, and the Webhead. Sounds like a great band name. The Webheads. I've listened to that music. I bet they'd make great music. What time is it? Okay. And then this is one of the original ones I bought. Makes me very happy. 1987. That's Spider-Man and the Punisher. This one came in the plastic. I'm going to take this one out of the plastic, though, because I've done it before. See, the other one that I didn't take out of the plastic, I haven't yet. So we're going to get to that. Let me find some good pictures. If I go silent, it's because I'm appreciating, the art and the story and reminiscing. So, I love comic book style. I love the stories. This one has, oh my gosh. I didn't even realize. There's a little thing at the end. It's Peter Porker. Spider-Ham. Oh, that's so funny. Look at it. Oh, Stan Lee, you clever boy. And there's looks like Doctor Strange. This is Croctor Strange because he's a crocodile. See, these puns. Spider-Ham does the puns. Well, let's just say he hams it up. Oh my gosh, that was bad. But, oh my gosh, they are amazing at puns down there at Marvel. They know how, even in sad moments. No Endgame spoilers, but I saw it Thursday. Not a spoiler, I promise. But even in dark, sad moments, that's for any Marvel movie. They know how to be clever and make you laugh again right after. Give you enough time to think about it, and then they make you laugh. This one was really good. I'm not taking it out, though. This one didn't cuss, but it used, the gibberish language to indicate swearing. It was a really good one to read. The Hobgoblin. See face of Spidey. Awards don't mean blank against the Hobgoblin. I'm assuming they mean the word shit, which I don't see as a bad word. I think the art style on this one is amazing. Just look at the cover. I think it's got the longer, more detailed style. I've realized I've stopped listing the dates, but that's okay. You get it. See, I think this organizational pile that I've been going through for this one, because I did the 2099, then I did Miles Morales, then this whole stack has just been the Peter Parker Spider-Man. I got a text. It's fine. This one is, oh my gosh, 1979. Yeah. Oh, this one's... See, I got some from the 70s. I think that's as far back as they go. I don't have any 60s or anything prior. Oh, this is good. I haven't read this one yet. I hate when I have a part 1 of 4, or a part 1 of anything, and then I don't have the rest. I like either joining in partway through the story or at the end, because I think I get it better then, but... Que sera, sera. Ooh, this is a 30th anniversary thing down here for Spider-Man. I like those in the corner. Those are cute. Ooh, I like the title. My Enemy's Enemy. ... This one's a good one. Ah, yes. And then 89. I also like werewolves and stuff like that. So when this has anything to do with wolves, and it's good art style too. It's got the type of style I'd be easier off drawing because it's detailed, but it's not too horrifically detailed that I would take hours on it. That gets you through the regular Spider-Man stack. Get that in there. Next one. Next one is my favorite stack because it's my favorite anything out of like the Spider-Man stuff. Venom. I love Venom. I bought a bunch of new Venom ones at the fair over my last year. I paid a good amount of money. I did a trade-off with my other comics, and he gave me he wasn't going to give me physical money, but he gave me $15 in store credit. So I think I got 3 new Venom comics with that, and then I paid for a couple. Oh my gosh, I haven't read any of these yet because I've been too afraid to take them out. So here's one where part 4 of 4 with Venom and Carnage. This is the one where I'm really going to geek out about how cool they are. Because they're oh, it's so cool. I love the Venom art style too. Because there's so many different versions of Venom. You only got so many versions of Peter as Spider-Man. But with Venom, their possibilities are endless. Venom is... I love Venom. So this one seems more like the generic superhero-y one. This seems really dark. Kind of afraid to read it. Venom, the Hunger in the White Room. It's kind of scary. I think I'll enjoy it, though. I'll definitely enjoy it. Just the art style alone, really. Black and white, with no gray tones, even. Just black and white, can be such a powerful, if you do it correctly. Here's one with all of them, look at him. Such a geek. Symbiote Siege. This is part 3 of 4 of the Venom separation anxiety. See, that makes sense, though, that they would, because they need a human host to live. Venom's my favorite. Look at him. He's so cool. My favorite version of Venom has to be the Agent Venom, which they're talking about making a standalone film that doesn't have anything to do with the MCU. And because Venom didn't have anything to do with it, he had nothing to do with Spider-Man. I know the general basis of the movie. I haven't seen it, but I understand. Tom Hardy. But they're talking about an Agent Venom standalone, so I don't know how they'll do that, if they'll still have Flash Thompson being Agent Venom, what's happening. But I'd pay full money to watch that, because Agent Venom is my favorite. Alright, next we have, I like the puns, Sinner Takes All. Look how cool this is. Makes me happy. This came out on August 1st, which is my cousin's birthday. 20 days away from mine. A lot of these, the more recent, especially from the 90s onward, will have whoever did the cover art, because a lot of times people that do the cover art don't do the art within, so they'll always have the artist signature. This one is by far my favorite, which I kind of begged one of my friends to give me this one, and he finally gave in and was fine, because if my parents find it, they're going to get angry that I had it, because it's Venom versus Spider-Man, but it's got a point in here where Eddie Brock is taking pictures of this girl, and she's not naked, you don't see her naked, but she strips down naked. And it's obvious that it's implied. But a lot of Spider-Man, Venom stuff's a little more risky than regular Spider-Man. He's friendly neighborhood. Venom is more violent, in this state at least. It's crazy. I love it though. Her hair. I don't know if was this the 80s. It had to be the 80s, cause look at her hair. Oh, there's even this has a lot of the Venom ads in it. I don't remember where in this one that it has that part, but just looking at Venom makes me happy. So good, I love it. And then this one is an older one too. Yeah, 92. I'm such a dork. I love this though. Venom is by far favorite. Can't stop, won't stop. Addicted to the shindig. I don't know why I made a song reference. Oh my gosh, Venom is so cool. Oh, that dude's got a cockeye. Or they just didn't color him right. Look at this artistry. Makes me happy. Venom is amazing. You will continue throughout this video to hear me ramble on about how amazing he is. Oop, another message. And this one I want to read soon because it's got Ghost Rider and Blaze. Spirits of Vengeance. However, it's Spirits of Venom, which I think is going to be amazing. Makes me happy. Alright, now that we're through the best ones in my opinion, the Venom ones, what do we move on to next? Yes, there's a few miscellaneous ones. These are like crossover or large group comics. This one is one of my older ones, 1977. Guardians of the Galaxy. Not as you know them from the MCU, obviously. These are like space vampires, where they feed on energy, not blood. Yeah, the psychic vampires of Arcturus. Calling it Arcturus. There's an ad for fishing on the back. This was a good one to read. I enjoyed reading this one. And then we have the Secret Wars. Yes, I have a Secret Wars comic. I know. It makes me happy. This one's really... Secret Wars is an older one. I don't even... Yeah, 84. So I think there's X-Men in this too. Yeah, because there's Wolverine, Storm, Beast. Yeah, this one's got some of the Avengers, some other Marvel characters. It's a good crossover to read. It's a limited series, so I'm glad I got a Secret Wars. These are definitely the older ones. I never really think about giving up because I love them too much. I gave up some a while back that I wasn't too attached to. They were DC. I love DC. I'm just not as attached as I am with Marvel. These are ones... I don't know how I organized the rest of these. This doesn't make sense. I think these are ones that just didn't fit into any other category I had. So this was one I got free comic book day, a Doctor Who one. Pretty good one. Especially how much I love Doctor Who. It's got that sort of thicker art style. And art styles are always the thing I choose to appreciate out of comics. Very detailed. Very nice. Like, look at the eye. Stuff is very detailed. It makes me happy. This video is going to be long. This one I got for my birthday a couple years ago from one of my good friends. The same one who I made him give up his Venom comic for me. Star Wars droids. This one's cool. It's got a textured cover. It's also kind of shiny too. So this one's a nice one that I haven't taken out of the packaging yet. Makes me happy. This one I got back at the fair. The Mighty Thor. Thor is one of definitely my favorite Avenger. Out of him and Hawkeye are my favorites. Sad I couldn't. Even though I went to the premiere dressed as Tony Stark, which was a great outfit. Let me see, I still have the glasses over here. If you want to go to my Instagram, you can look at my costume there that I made, but I wore these glasses. And then I had a jacket and I bought a shirt at Hot Topic a while ago to wear with this dress, and it had his heart reactor thing, which is really neat. I like the way they look on this cover, because it's got Thor, Loki, and Odin, and it's just... Yeah, this must be a final in a series. This one's older, too. Yeah, 84. Oh, my back. Oh, where are we at now? Put these back. Come on, get in there. I think this is the last one. These are all the ones. These two are the ones that I thought were definitely worth something, and I don't ever want to lose them. Because one's an origin story, and the other is the final part of a very rare, hard-to-get series. So the first one I have is The Incredible Hulk. It's got a shiny, textured cover on it. I think it looks pretty cool. I haven't taken this one out of the packaging at all. Special 30th anniversary issue. I love it so much. I love Hulk a lot. When you watch Infinity War, you're going to question Hulk a little, but that's okay. This one's a good one, yeah. I don't know which year this came out, but it's the special 30th edition, so... I don't even remember how much I paid for this one, but I think it was quite a bit. Then I have part 6 of 6 for the Silver Surfer. Look at that cover. So shiny. This one, giant-sized 75th anniversary extravaganza issue. Even the part in the corner is holographic, which is astonishing. Yeah, this was 1992. Just the cover itself. It's just neat to look at. There's an ad for Aladdin in here. Like the original Disney movie Aladdin. Which came out before I was born. Let me see if I can find some good art in this one. Because we gotta take time to appreciate the art. Yeah. This one's a little ripped in the bottom, which makes me sad, but it's so neat. I believe that is the end of my comics. I must have gotten rid of all my DC ones then, because I don't have any in here now. Yep, all my DC comics are gone. Strange. Doctor Strange. No. I wish I had Doctor Strange comics. I think he's in one of them. Well, they have Croctor Strange in the Spider-Ham thing we saw. So, this thick boy, full of all of my Spider-Man and Marvel comics, plus some. Totally worth it, I'm going to tell you that. I'm proud that I own all of these. I wish that before Infinity War was a thing, that I could have owned the comics, or if I knew someone that owned them. I don't, sadly, but there's a lot of places you can go online. There's online archives that have comics. If you go to Wikipedia or something, they always have summaries of the comics, or they explain things more. So if you don't actually have them, you still know what's happening, which is nice. If I had that, I'd compare that to Infinity War. I might make an Infinity War video later in the week once everyone's seen it, when I'm not as busy. But I just wanted to make a nice... I have comic books I appreciate Marvel post. If you've seen my social media, you know how much I love Spider-Man. and all the superheroes. Oh my gosh, it's just oh my bag. That's strange. Even like to prom tonight on my purse that I borrowed from my aunt, Spider-Man's coming with me. I don't separate from him very easily. Spider-Man and I are very attached. His face is getting. It's an Iron Spider. It's one of the pop vinyl figures for the keychains. It's Iron Spider, and it makes me so happy. Iron Spider made me happy when it happened because I was like, yes. So my mom and I went to see Infinity War and a lot of the other Marvel movies and Endgame. That's our sort of thing that we do. But she doesn't always understand it as much because she's more of a, like, I love Loki sort of person, which is okay. She likes Thor as well. That's more of her area. My area is the all-around general. I've seen every movie in the MCU that leads up to this. Every end credit scene. I've seen it all. I've seen all the director commentaries. So when I watch these things, I know what's happening. The other day at school, I had to pull a Tom Holland and duct tape my mouth so I wouldn't spoil Endgame. Because that is your one job as an honorary Avenger. Don't spoil. It's definitely a movie that's worth it. It's very hard. I had to get up and pee. So I had to find the perfect time to get up and pee, which there is one. You just got to know where it is, and I can't say where it is because it gives things away. But you'll realize when you're in there, I can get up and go really quick. Because how the theater was there was the theater, and then right around the corner was a one-person bathroom. So we were in the back row, so I sprinted out, went in, most painful pee I've done in my whole life, wiped, ran back in, put on some hand sanitizer, and I was watching because I didn't have time to wash my hands. Sounds gross, but I always carry hand sanitizer. It's in this cute little pumpkin. I still use it in the Halloween scents because I'm like that. So I currently am using Werewolf Tears because I'm a vampire person. There it is. I'm more of a vampire person, so Werewolf Tears will cleanse me. All I'm going to say is you better get in and watch that movie because someone's going to spoil it at some point or another, and you better be ready. So that's all for this video. My comic book appreciation video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comics similar or the same ones or want to talk about it, feel free to just message me on Instagram or in the comments and have a full-on discussion. If you want to talk about Infinity War because you've seen it, feel free to just talk to me about it. I'm waiting to talk to people because the only other people that went and saw it were my friend, his sister, and her husband, and they all went out to watch it the same night I did, which there was a tornado that night, and we were driving home, and that whole debacle. But we were safe. Everyone's safe. But I only had him and them to talk to, and we couldn't talk about it around other people. Are they filming a Jumanji too? Sorry, I guess I saw a thing. I've been seeing posts recently from Jack Black and The Rock and Kevin Hart with different Jumanji things, so I'm like, maybe they're making another one. Ooh, here, look at this cool Avengers Endgame poster. It's neat. It was a great movie. It's worth it. I want to say stuff, but I can't. So if you want to talk to me about it, go right ahead. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have crapped out an Endgame video. And I better go get ready for prom. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day.